Yeah, I didn't actually ask you, man. Whereabouts are you at the moment?
I am at the studio, Trackstar Studio in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Whoa. Ah, man, let's get back into it, man, because I want to learn more about you. Like I was just saying, I didn't know so much that you did your own music, and I guess that's often the problem where if you're with like a well-known station, for example, or group,
Yeah,
you kind of get lost in it. Like people are just like, that's Seantana,
yeah,
Trackstars, but they don't know that you do anything else.
yeah, and I knew that would happen too. So like when we sacrificed our own personal development to start Trackstars, I knew that a lot of people don't know I started as an artist. I started as an artist in 2003, and I've been signed to record deals and all that kind of stuff. But I put all that to the side. So I knew when I put this out, some people would be like, Sean is doing it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's been funny to see the reaction.
So what is this project to you, man? Like, is this like the starting point of something amazing?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I hope so. I've been making music for a long time. Again, as FMG, we put out a few projects, but I've always kind of been with a group, you know. And I felt like God was challenging me to do what He told me to do. When I started as an artist, I felt like God was telling me to get up there and tell people about me, and I've been kind of hiding behind people. So this was my first challenge to say, okay, I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna put out a debut solo project, and hopefully, what the real effort behind this is to help set up other people. I'm still in that mode, and what this does is it shows people that what we can do, because we have our own distribution company, we promote artists as well. So I knew if we can succeed with this album, other artists will feel more comfortable coming to us for help with their projects. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like it's kind of good that you're doing it now, like off the back of Trackstars, because I was going to say, kind of, you can use the power of Trackstars and the kind of fact that you're known from Trackstars to release music now. But having said that, FMG in itself is very. I've got FMG music myself, and they were.
Oh wow!
You obviously very. I would say you're very known as well, just like Trackstars. I mean,
yeah, that's crazy to us. Yeah, we hear that a lot, that people knew who FMG was, but I mean, a lot of that was because of Rapzilla. Like Rapzilla really showed us love when we first came out. So yeah, that's all because of them. But yeah, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, man, I got a few tunes of FMG actually on my iTunes, and actually I'm gonna have a look now to see what ones I got on there, so I can just shout out to you real quick.
Okay.
Oh man, I've only got Follow the Leader, but that's the main one I have.
Follow the Leader, yeah.
Didn't you guys do more with like Black Knight as well?
We haven't gotten a Black Knight beat, but we've talked to him about some stuff. We do a lot of stuff with Jay Kardec. We have a lot of his stuff, and a lot with PK One Day.
Yeah, I do remember a lot of FMG being shown on Jam the Hype and Rapzilla as well. So that's where I originally got it from.
That's crazy.
Because I never actually used Rapzilla that much. Everyone was always talking about Rapzilla this, Rapzilla that, but I was more of a Sean Jam the Hype guy. And
yeah, Jam the Hype, we love those guys.
Yeah, and that's probably where I got it from the first time, man. FMG was... I remember because I actually watched some videos of you guys. Like, you did some videos showcasing, like, in your studio, and you're kind of messing around and stuff and together, making beats and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Cool. Obviously, hopefully, this is now going to be the beginning of new things for you. Like, you're hopefully going to do more from this. Is there anyone else within Trackstars that does the same thing, like, is doing music like you?
Oh, man. Yes. The next album we're working now on is Rick Sincere. He's also part of FMG. Jeremiah is an artist as well. He's a dope DJ on the show, but he's an artist as well. We got Miles Austin. And then we picked up a lot of artists with our Nectar distribution. Loso, R Swift, King, Surf Gang. So there's a lot of stuff we're working on right now. It's going to be really exciting.
Oh, man, I just remember that. Yeah, your distribution contract. I remember that. Actually, you sent me the email for that, didn't you? And I was...
Yeah.
Tell us about that, man. How's it working with that?
It's awesome, man. So when we were FMG, we ran into a lot of roadblocks along the way. We were trying to get distribution through, like, Syntax or, you know, there's a bunch of different options for distribution. We just kept getting a bunch of no's. And I'm the kind of person, if I get a no, I'm going to figure it out on my own, you know?
Yeah.
So I just started researching how can we get our own distribution set up? How can we get a direct deal with Spotify instead of going through somebody else to get to Spotify? So we finally figured it out. It took a lot of research, but we finally figured it out. Now we have direct deals with Spotify and Pandora and everybody. So now we can put out other artists directly to all these outlets. So it's been a blessing, man. It's a lot of work. We're learning a lot about the music industry, but it's a joy for us to be able to see. I personally put Surf Gang's song with 1K Few, and I personally put Loso's song up on Spotify, and seeing it rise up the charts, it's just a good feeling that you had a part of it, you know?
Yeah, man, I'm sure it is, man. So now, any artist can come to Trackstars. Is it Trackstars? It's under the name?
Yeah. So Nectar is a Trackstars company. So yeah, it's a part of the brand.
So now anybody can come to you guys and
yeah,
presumably sign a contract with you guys and then distribute through you into the mainstream.
Yeah, it works just like TuneCore or CD Baby or DistroKid. We don't take any monthly fees. It's just a small percentage. So you can put up as many singles, as many albums as you want, and we'll push all of them for nothing. So yeah, so that's kind of the space we're in. And we also have an elite version of it that you get more promotion, you get more hands-on, you get more consultation that costs a little bit more. But so anybody could join it.
Yeah, I gotta get all my guys on that, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, that's wicked, man. That you did that for the industry, I guess. I guess you kind of did it.
When this whole thing started, this wasn't about us. Like, we were like, our goal is to help get godly music to the mainstream. Like, we want to be Sony, Universal, Capitol. We want to be Red. You know, like, we want to be the big dogs so that we can get really good artists all the way to the top, so they don't have to compromise, so they don't have to make any like concessions on their personal style. They don't have to do anything that they don't want to do. They could just continue to make godly music and see it hit the Billboard chart. That's our goal. So hopefully we're getting closer to that.
So that's kind of cool. So as a distributor, then you don't get any kind of plugs from like Spotify, for example. Can you get into anything? Is it just Spotify, or is it other venues?
No. Yeah, it's Spotify, it's Deezer, it's AWA, it's iTunes, it's Tidal, anything. We can directly send anything to anywhere.
So are you regulated to send stuff, or can you literally send anything now?
I could send anything.
Wow.
Anything.
So it's just like the mainstream would send, for example, in something of the secular area where they've got, say, lots of blasphemy and swearing and stuff, they'd send that with no problem. You could do the same thing.
Exactly.
You could send whatever.
And I can do whatever I want. I can put any godly artist out with no restrictions, no pushback. We can do it. And that's what we wanted. We wanted full control over the process. So some label exec somewhere can't say, can you guys, not say so much about this and that? Yeah, we can do whatever we want to do. That's the awesome part.
Wow, man. I'll tell you what, Seantana of Trackstars Radio is no longer just Seantana Trackstars Radio. That is Seantana, like, of the industry. Everyone's going to know your name from now, man. And everyone else of the Trackstars team. That's amazing,
man. Yeah, man. Ryan, Jeremiah, they're all awesome.
Yeah, shout out to all those guys, because all you guys are doing something great for the industry, for the Christian industry right there. And me personally, I want to say thanks to you guys for doing that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Man, let's get into your next track, bro. We got Good Enough. Do you want to explain to us what that's one about?
Yeah, man. So this one features Eshon Burgundy. Eshon Burgundy is a monster. He is really, really good, and he really blessed me jumping on this track with me. It's basically about insecurities. Again, the whole album, Wonder Years, is about the shy kid. It's about the Christian kid who's the outcast. It's about the misfit. It's about the one that nobody likes in school, right? This is the answer to that life. This is when you come out of your cocoon and you become who you are. But first, we got to deal with the parts of you that you don't feel so confident about. So me and Eshon are just going on here and talking about our insecurities, and God is in the background answering, saying, "You're good enough. You're good enough."